Okay, hi there boys and girls, and welcome back to the channel. So here we are for Tip Top EU Open Scrims. These are some of the best players around, the top guns, the big cheeses. And talking of big cheeses, be co-hosting this evening with my good buddy DH Jammy. How's it going, Jammy?
Evening, mate. It's the first time I've been called a big cheese. So
No worries, buddy. Oh dear. Okay, looks like we're going to be on Erangel for our first game. And expecting lots of madness and gratuitous violence from the lot of you. Okay, so we're on the plane. We're following down the guys from B4V. And yeah, interesting flight line there, Jamie.
Absolutely. I mean, it's fairly standard. It's south to north. It includes Millie Base. We've got Pachinki. We've got all around Georgia Pole's in play. Yasnaya's in play. So a lot of the major places are going to be in play.
Yeah. So see if we get any early levers. Anybody fancy the mill base? I'd imagine a few teams probably do.
Definitely.
And yeah, it looks like we've got a couple of teams already out the door.
Yeah, and also what you find at this level is teams will have their set jump locations depending on the flight line. You know, if it's a very northerly flight line, they'll know exactly where they're going. So even though somewhere like Millie Base might be in play, it's not somewhere they drop. So the teams will know this, and Erangel, every team here knows it like the back of their hand.
Yeah, it's interesting when you watch PMCO stuff, isn't it? They literally they don't even hide where they're going to drop. I think a lot of the time it's basically saying to other people, well, that's where we're dropping. If you want to fight when you land, here we are. So well, looks like we've got a couple of teams going down towards Mill Base.
Yeah, I mean, on that note, I've spoken to PMCO level players, and they say it's a case of, this is our drop. If you want to come here, you've got to take it off.
Looks like the guys from SD getting into it straight away with vengeance. Two guys who previously won this games in this event, so they're not messing about, these fellas.
No, it's a risky revive right on the edge there, but it's worth it if you can get it done.
Yeah, only one member of the vengeance getting out of that, and only just. So the guys from SD there doing the business. Looks like they've come in with only a 3, but they've managed to rack up a kill.
They were lucky coming in only as a 3 that they came up against only a 2, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, let's check right in the middle of the circle. We're here with squad number 19. That's Next Gen. And looks like they're potentially going to be getting into it with the guys from B4V, who we were following on the plane.
Yeah, you find at this level that in these sort of scrims that Pachinki isn't the hot drop like it would be in perhaps a classics match.
I got fed up of dropping Pachinki. It was, I mean, even if you managed to win through it, the loot it just seemed to get nerfed. Nowhere near as good as it used to. Picardo Stadium used to be great for loot, and then all of a sudden it wasn't that great anymore.
Well, look at the Novo crates. I mean, that they dropped the loot there. I mean, that was guaranteed. You'd get flare gun, you get M4, and all the rest of the toys that you want.
Yeah.
And then it got completely nerfed.
Okay, so looks like these guys they're certainly aware of each other's presence, but looks like they're playing it a little bit cagey at the minute.
Yeah, I mean, these guys won't back away from a fight, but equally they won't go chasing action in the early part of the game. It's just not worth it.
Okay, let's have a look. Looks like we've potentially got some action over here. Squad number 20, that's DRM. Getting into it. Oh, no, that didn't change, did it? And, okay, so
20 and 16 by the looks of it, I think.
And, yep, stun grenades going out. Here with El Pampa. Let's see, loaded up with out the window just as some firing comes in behind him. It's taking some rounds from behind, and yeah, they were straight out the window, straight on him, and they've dropped him pretty quickly there. So that's some great work from the guys there. It looks like 2 of his teammates are they were obviously on a little bit of a split there, Jamie.
Just a bit, yeah. They're not too far away from, but yeah. I mean, when it works, it's great because you've got a whole compound's worth of loot to yourself. And in that instance, we see that it didn't quite work.
And you can, just you need, you want maybe 2 compounds to get looted up, get the vehicles, rendezvous somewhere else. But if you drop into someone, that can be very risky.
Yeah, I mean, individually, these players will be more than happy to go up on a gunfight. They're all confident in their own ability, so there's no issue there. But sometimes, like them, we saw 2 or 3 against 1.
I'm wondering, Jammy, is this is Knight here from B4V? Is that the Knight that we know?
I think it may be. I don't want to say definitely, but it might well be.
Yeah.
We've seen, if it is the one, then we've seen him shred up some lobbies in the past.
Yeah, certainly. Yeah.
I think on the last one we commentated together, he got a very high kill count, didn't he?
Yes, B4V, I think, won one of those games, and Knight did particularly well. I've certainly covered a few events that he's been in. I've played a few games with him as well. You just sort of stand back a bit and get out of his way, really.
Exactly. All you have to do is just make sure you don't get in his way, and it's kind of pass the ball to Knight.
yeah, he's a good player. And got a few people commenting in the stream chat. So hello to Barry and to Abs. Thanks a lot for that. So these guys, they're still. They've got looted up now as best as they can in this compound. Nobody looks to really want to push this so far. They've been dancing around it for a few minutes. So we're just going to check the rest of the map. There's our first zone. So it hasn't written out mill base straight away. The mill base island is certainly going to play a part of what's happening in phase number 2 of the game. Interesting, Jamie. We got squad number 6 from Toxic. They look like they're potentially looking for a bridge camp.
Interesting, yeah. They know that some teams went over to Millie base. They know there's at least a couple of teams over there. They're certain that one of them at least will be left. So if they are going to camp it, quite passive, but it could mean that as they get kills as people come over the bridge, but also they get their loot. Especially where you've got spike strips now.
Looks like the guys from Gen getting into it with squad number 22 from Legend.
A great little loadout there. I love that. The M16 with a 4x scope.
Yeah, it's nice to use it as a DMR, the M16, isn't it?
Oh, definitely, yeah. Yes, I mean, I've seen videos. I haven't been able to do it myself yet, but a teammate of mine did it in Pachinki, Redders, who's watching. But also I've seen, I think it was Winsanity, just put spike strips over the bridge from Millie base. Ah,
right, yeah. So these guys from Gen clearing that one up. That's 4 nice early kills for these guys. Well played indeed. Blue's starting to move in now. And, 13 who cleared up. I think they're just down to a duo now.
Yep, they were the 3. And Spectre at the very south of Millie base is the one that got away from them.
Yep, okay, let's have a look at one of the teams from SD up in the north. And looks like these guys have come under it a little bit. They're getting into it, squad number 10 from IQ. They're all on their feet. So they obviously took a bit of damage. They've already picked up 2 kills though, these fellas.
Yeah, it looks like, so Team 10 have been reduced to 2.
So they certainly took a bit of damage, but it looks like they've taken care of 2 of those players, and it looks like the fellas from IQ looking to rotate away from this one.
Yep, probably trying to get find a vehicle and actually get out of this red zone as well. Looks like Knight started getting to the action in Pachinki there.
Oh dear, I've just got a horrible realisation.
Yeah, I think I know what you're going to say.
Yeah. Yeah, which means I'll have to stop the stream in between the games and reset it up.
Yep.
Restyled, getting the nade out there, but has in fact now taken a knock. So that's 2 of the guys from squad 19 knocked. Teammates coming in here.
So he's got, he's a bit of pressure on him here.
doing his best to get to his downed teammate, but they're going to get pushed on.
Yeah, they need Timon to come in and at least lay some covering fire, but it's a little late for these guys.
However, they've been pushed on really aggressively here, and these guys have been wiped. So the guys from B4V doing the business there, and it looks like next gen Timon, he's getting away. Yeah, I'm getting lots of Discord messages.
Yeah.
So yes, we'll have to fix that in between games 1 and 2.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. We've still got potential for a nice coastal finish, actually.
The guys from Gen here just attempting to come in through the blue. Looks like
There's
we
a
might.
few teams left still in the blue. You've got a couple of teams over at Yasnaya, and you've got a team all the way in Severny as well.
And we're here with D-Force. That's Team 23, Delta Force. And they're getting pushed on by the guys from 7 Atoms. And 2 guys dead, 1 knocked. And Zeus here doing his best to get the meds in. Now his teammate has managed to get to him. Nade goes out.
Yeah, looks like 7 Atoms. They're trying to just time it right and make sure they've got enough cover. Probably get some more. Yeah, there we go. Some nades thrown in as well.
Yeah.
Just for good measure. That actually took his knocked teammate out there.
And shot in the back. That's gruesome. That's brutal work. That's pretty brutal work, fellas. But the guys from 7 Atoms clearing that up. They have lost one of their members along the way, but they picked up 2 kills. So well done, boys and girls. Okay, so we're down to 53 players left alive, 17 teams.
Yeah, so most teams are already rotated into zone. We've got a couple of stragglers coming in from the north up by hospital that we've just seen, a few from the east. But there is potential. I mean, Team 6 there, been pretty well set. Potential for a coastal finish.
So we've still got, yeah, it's interesting because the guys from 6, they're still hogging the northern end of this bridge. The only person, we've still got Spectre down there, who was the last surviving member of that. Now, does it look like squad number 13 are heading across the bridge? This could be interesting.
I think so, yeah. Yeah, it looks like we're going to see how well their bridge camping is going to go.
Oh, we might just have a...
So up at the lighthouse, so he's got the overwatch over on the bridge.
Are the guys from 13 going to be coming across? Let's just check on their process.
So they're not actually camping the bridge. I thought they would be.
Here we go. So they're certainly aware they're coming across now.
Now, is he going to unload that?
Well, I think they know he's there now.
Definitely.
The guys from SD not even entertaining that one, just driving straight past.
Yeah, so not quite a bridge camp, but more covering the bridge, getting information for the team.
Yeah.
Taking a few pot shots where he could.
Okay, so I'm going to have a reasonably interesting start to the game, quietening down a little in these middle phases.
Yeah, it looks like they might have not engaged with that fight, but they've driven straight into another one, or have they driven... No, they are engaged.
That looks like they're straight into contact with the guys from Daruma.
In fact, it looks like they've already got a knock on one of them. So that was quick work. They only just arrived there.
So probably... now they've given themselves a little bit of separation between players here. Oh, yep, pretty thirsted up there.
Yeah, that was pretty comprehensive, that was.
And it looks like our sole surviving friend there, he's trying to get out of it. Don't know if he's going to manage it, though. Nope, doesn't.
Nope.
No, he gets cleared up.
Shots in.
He gets cleared up. So that's 3 kills now for the guys from SD. Another team that's jumped in as a 3, actually. A few have done that this evening so far for the first game. Probably fine. I think we found, didn't we... last week when we when we covered it. A number of teams went in game one actually not fully loaded, and then they started to get their guys back in a bit later.
Yeah, it looked like maybe there were just a few stragglers, latecomers. We had someone that jumped into slot 1 on their own and did the right thing and didn't get involved in any fights.
Okay, let's check out squad number 12 from Bad Boys. Looks like they're getting bracketed by the guys from Toxic, team number 6. However, Bad Boys, they've got 1 member dead, 2 members knocked.
Managed to get 1 revive on, get another fight.
But yeah, guys from Toxic, they're not letting this go. They're pushing it very aggressively. And Crazy's the only one on his feet, and that ain't going to last much longer. So pretty comprehensive wipe from the guys from Toxic there. 3 kills, and they're going to walk away with all of their team members still up and running. So great work from the guys there. Well done.
Yeah, good pincer movement there as well. Sort of fairly hard shift, not a brutal shift, but again, we've still got the bridge and the coast in play. Spectre's still hanging around on the coast. I think maybe he's got a boat now.
He's either got a boat or he's going to swim that across. He's a solo, isn't he? So
yeah.
And right, okay, we're potentially getting some contact. Potential for contact right in the middle of the zone here. Let's go and have a look at that.
I've got a crate coming down next to them as well.
So this is squad number 22, Legend. Not too far away at all from 6. The 6 have sent out a scout. The guys from Toxic have sent out a scout, and he might be in a world of hurt here very quickly. Of course, the guys defending this compound don't know that he's a solo. So.
The others are joining him now.
Yeah, they're on their way. Paradox
he did
here.
His job. He's got a bit of information and got the other team a little bit rattled, I'd say.
Paradox getting the nades in. Putting the rounds through, and the rest of the guys from 6 have now crashed this compound with him.
Now he hasn't noticed that a player from Team 22 has gone round
Just off
the
to,
outside.
just off to his left, and yeah, he gets dropped.
A good defensive play there by, I didn't see who that was actually, from Team 22.
Here with Young Boy. Oof, that was pretty brutal. They were making sure of that one, weren't they?
Definitely.
So here we are with AHND.
Yeah, they're all in one building, so a well-aimed nade could do some damage here.
So we're having a bit of a nade exchange between the buildings.
Yeah, I think he was aiming...
Oh, got away!
Yeah. I think it may have been a smoke, actually.
Yeah, I used to call that one a Charlotte nade.
No. She's going to love you for that one.
Oh, yeah. She doesn't watch my stuff, mate. And, okay, so these guys, I think it's 3 players apiece. After the initial contact, they both lost a player.
I'm surprised that they're... camping's the wrong word, but Team 6 are staying in the building there after a really strong push. They haven't followed it up, so whether they're just sort of licking the wounds, getting some heals in.
Potentially, yeah. I mean, maybe they took more damage coming in, but yeah, it almost defeats the object of going for the hard, aggressive push if you then sort of take your foot off the gas, doesn't it? But
yeah,
what do I know?
Well, they've taken 1 player out of each team, so it's 3v3 now. So they're both in the same situation, but Team 22 withheld that strong push, and now they seem to be more on the front foot.
Okay, so these are the we've got potentially some action up in the north. We'll just quickly jump to that.
I did notice actually before we moved to this fight that one of Team 6 was actually rotating away in a vehicle from that compound.
Yeah. So our zone has now shifted. We're away from the coast. And here's YOLO getting into it with Junior, and Junior has been knocked and thirsted up.
Wow.
I thought thirsting up was something we only did in our scrim, so I thought these people played it a bit more gentlemanly, Jammy.
Yeah, I wonder if the chat gets as salty as in ours when someone gets thirsty.
That I doubt. Okay, so guys from AS here, 2 players down. Oh, they just tried to. I think we're basically doing the pull the blanket over your eyes routine at this point, hoping not to get seen.
Definitely. He's hoping they're going to go away. Now they're edge of zone, so there's no reason for the other team to actually, it's not like they're stuck in the blue and they've all got to retreat.
Yeah, they're almost reluctant to leave, the fellas from 21, aren't they?
Definitely, yeah. They're looking for them. They know they're around somewhere.
They're looking for them, absolutely. Looks like we might have some contact. Oh, looks like we've got another drop coming down just over there. So, yeah, BM go pushing up. They find the guy who's hiding in the loft, and yeah, show him absolutely no mercy there. So there's only the one fella from AS still up and running. He's still in his little container here.
So whether they rotate or not, he's going to have to move eventually. There's a nice little zone.
So that's worked out well for the guys from team number 22. Some more rotations required from the guys out here to the northwest. We'll just have a quick look there. Yeah, and these guys getting into it. Mollies and nades going out.
So we've got someone rotating around the high side of the hill as well in the vehicle. There's a lot of damage flying around.
Phase 5 of the game now. Circle is going to start to shift on these fellas.
Here's something that we saw when we've commentated on the last one. As soon as they call to shift to rotate away, when they want to go to zone, they've just completely disengaged. These guys don't know it, that they've all disengaged and they're heading to zone. Look at that.
Yep, done really fast rotation there. Can't afford to be messing about at this stage of the game. And here we are with the guys from squad number 18.
And you see this team 11 there, that was the solo Spectre, I think his name was.
Yeah, Spectre from Vengeance, yeah. But yeah, it looks like the guys from 18 get themselves up and they're going to be making their rotation. So we're down to 32 players left alive, 14 teams still contesting this one. Let's check out the guys from 22 again. Looks like they're getting into, well, there's a lot of people around here, isn't there?
Yeah, it's become a popular place apparently.
Yeah, so we've still got the guys from 17 there. And yeah, this southern area of the circle, blue is starting to push in, so you've got people trying to come in from the blue, and there's knocks flying around all over the place here. Guys from 15 rotating in late, have just paid a little bit for that.
Well, if Spectre on his own can survive out in the blue, I'm not sure he's going to.
Legend putting some rounds in there again.
Yeah, he might be able to come in and get some third party just on his own.
And yeah, I think these guys are giving away free dinner. Does everybody want in these compounds? Yeah.
Just a little arm shot there.
And well done, Spectre. He's had to make his way all the way on his own from the mill base island and interrupts that fight, drops the guy, gets out of the blue and meds up. That was class move there.
That was brilliant. I mean, to be able to get to the guy out on your own. So we've still got 18 alive, but 10 teams. So we're looking at average of less than 2 players per team left. There's been a huge amount of fighting going on.
We're looking at last surviving member of Fly. Let's get into it with the and he's taking some rounds, I think, from the guys from Toxic. They've got themselves this small little shack, and yeah, Fly doing the business there.
Yeah, great work by Fly, the Fly team. I know that I think he's lost Spectre now. I'm not sure.
Drop coming down. I can't imagine anybody's going to be heading for that one. So we're down to 8 players left alive. 5 teams, though, still contesting. Here with the last surviving member of B4V. So one of the guys from Toxic out there, Fly on his own. So you'd have to say, from a numbers point of view, the guys from 17 should have an advantage here, but they're out of zone, and it's phase 7 of the game, and they've got to move.
Yeah, they're well out of zone in comparison to everyone else. So not only have they got to get to zone, but they've got to get to zone without everyone else shooting them as well. It's
well, it looks like our friend from Fly, he's just going to make edge of zone here, but potentially going to be getting some unwelcome contact from his right in the form of the guys from SD, team number 17.
Yeah, so 24, No Name knows that the player from Team 5 is there. They've been exchanging some gunfire. The zone's small enough that everyone will be able to hear the gunfire, so everyone knows roughly where the other teams are.
Plenty of nades going out.
It'd be interesting to see if Team 17 are going to try and snake their way in. I don't think they're going to have time. They're going to have to start running in, I think.
And that's it. 17 are now getting pushed by the blue, so they've got to move forward. And one of them's taken a knock straight away, and that has been a really costly push. These guys from the numbers game were looking really good coming into this zone. We're now phase 8 of the game, 40 seconds till it starts to move. And yeah, these guys have taken some casualties there. That has really cost them that rotation.
So if he can get the revive, they will have the numbers. But
so we're down to,
then it's going to be a 1v1v1.
Yeah, we're down to our last 4 players, and looks like one of the SD guys trying to get the revive on, give themselves some advantage. They've still got to move straight across this open field, though, Jamie.
They have, and you know, the teams know where they are. Although 24 and 5, they're fighting each other at the moment.
And here we go. And that is the guy from B4V taken out. So it's now just the last surviving member of squad number 24, Kuma, up against the 2 players from 17, that's SD. So one way or another, this is going to be over very, very quickly. And here we go. And, yeah, well, after a difficult rotation into phase circle 8 of the game, the guys from SD managed to pull it off there and bring home the win. Fantastic play from those guys in first place. What did they manage to rack up? 12 kills. In second place, it's the guys from Kuma. Just 2 kills for those guys. And in third place, we have the squad from B4V with 5 kills. So just quickly looking at the top 3, our individual kill leader is no idea what that says. Sorry, buddy, but
player 3.
There's our player there with 6 kills from SD. Let's have a look and see if anybody else getting close to that. Another player from Fly picking up 4. Toxic picking up 5 kills there. And I think those are going to be our... So, yeah, it looks like 6 is going to be our individual top fragger and kill leader for game number 1. Okay, boys and girls, I've got to sort out a few things on the stream. Be back with you, hopefully, very, very shortly. So we'll see you for game 2. Bye for now.